showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Trojans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The run to the left. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something open. And maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make it kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Canes! First score of the game goes up.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Hawkins. Still on his feet at the 25. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Had to get rid of it quickly. couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. Got him up for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown Trojans. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. He's at the... And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Parsons. Pressure coming. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
The quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Running game so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Parsons. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Here comes the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games, and that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Rides to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
And back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He fires one deep over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
so nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Parsons. Looking to take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes out of bounds, no time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice...
There we go! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Touchdown, USC! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And the extra point was good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. That Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. On the move, he fires. Got a wide open receiver. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Working the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Parsons. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Rush is on him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Trojans. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They think there's room to run to the right here. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Parsons. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been design QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now the pitch. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Parsons. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Moore. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He'll take a shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
I really like what I see from this offense with the lead in the fourth quarter, and they're moving the sticks. This is now the 6th play of the drive, and they've been able to stay on the lead clock. They want to just continue doing exactly what they're doing right now.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Extending the play. Fires on the move. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. On the option. He'll toss it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. Listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping up and getting to the ground.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
That's caught. It's Mooney. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Parsons. Spits it out to the back. Right on target this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Defense backed up in this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's exactly what this defense was looking to do, man. Heat him up, speed him up, get him off of his spot. They flush him outside of the pocket, do a nice job putting pressure, not letting him feel comfortable, get him outside the pocket and forcing the incompletion.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now.
Timeout, USC.
Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Back to pass, it's Parsons. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And with that incompletion, man, go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. To the air, it's Parsons. Here comes the heat. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll